Welcome to True Wellness. Tonight I want to talk about CRTs, contact regulation thermography. So a lot of folks out there are looking for alternatives to mammograms, they're looking for alternatives to how to assess their body, and we have the answer. If you're looking for a way to access your internal system and give you information that's subclinical often, this is the answer. So a lot of times people will come to us and they'll go, my blood work looks great, but I don't feel so good and I can't really tell what's going on. The CRT is the way to do that. So thermogram is a great way for people. That's the picture, it's a static picture of often the breast of showing different colors. You got red and greens and blues, and you want all blue, you want all nice healthy tissue. But that's a static picture. And as we know here at True Wellness, it's all about the bioregulatory system. So it's about the change. So what we're looking for is, can the body compensate for change? Can it handle stress? So with the CRT, it's 128 points of a temperature probe that takes the skin temperature on the face, the neck, the chest, the abdomen, and a few on the back that represent all the organs and tissues in our body. And then you stand in the room in just your underwear and we come in and we take all the temperatures again. It's a German test. It definitely is precise, and it takes an hour to administer, and it's got to be done in the morning, and there's specific things you have to do to prepare for the test. If you're a man and you're hairy, for instance, you have to shave because we got to get to the skin temperature. And so what happens is, when we're done, it gives us this beautiful graph, and it gives us the actual temperatures of the black versus the red, the first read versus the second read, and how that temperature changed. Is it to a degree, a half a degree to a degree, which is proper, natural regulation. If it's above the chin, it rises. If it's below the chin, it lowers, because we want to keep all of our temperature up in our head. And so the CRT is an FDA-approved diagnostic for breast cancer. Now, as you know, we're not medical doctors here at True Wellness. Dr. Vladimir Alhoff is here now, and he is a medical doctor. He can diagnose all day long. We don't diagnose, but we do love to assess the bioregulatory system, and the CRT is the access point to do that. We also do it in combination with the heart rate variability, because no one test is perfect. And what we like to see is, if that test indicates, oh, there's a heavy metal load and it's affecting the liver and it's affecting the lymphatics, then we like to see how that shows up on the HRV as well, on the heart rate variability. And the CRT really allows us as practitioners to systematically set up, where do we start therapy? How aggressive can we be with therapy? And it also allows us to use a baseline and then be able to quantitatively follow and track the case over a couple years or longer, should need be happen. And I've done them for, 10, 15 years. And you want to know the coolest part? I'm 44 years old. And when I started doing them 12 years ago, I look younger now and better health now than I did then, because I incorporate all of what we do. And I watch my regulatory system get better and better and better, even though I'm continuing to chronologically age. And the CRT is, if you have questions about how it works, certainly reach out to us. We'd be happy to educate you a little bit more about it. But it's about systematically looking at the body and where to start therapy, how aggressive to go, and where the body is regulating, where it's not regulating. Is it over-regulating more than half a degree? That is an indication of allergy and toxicity. If it's not regulating as much, less than half a degree, that's called hyporegulation, or perhaps rigid regulation, which indicates the body's beginning not to respond. When the body begins not to respond in a regulatory capacity, it allows disease to set in. And we just love doing CRTs. It's a great, really informative way. There's a lot of information that we glean from it. And again, it's a great baseline to track the progress of the therapy. So we look forward to seeing you for your next CRT. Make sure you get the proper instructions, and make sure that it's not too darn hot or too darn cold, and we'd love to do it for you. Have a great day.